music's going to be off. Good. So, welcome. My name is Mr. Wilson. Welcome to our 10th grade health class. Today, we're going to go over your health and emotional wealth segment that we talked about last unit, and we're going to bring that in. So, as you see, we have a couple examples. Who knows the song and what the name of the group was that was playing that song? Only the person that was not handling the music, he cannot answer.
Under Pressure by Queen.
Under Pressure by Queen. Under Pressure, right? So we're going to talk a little bit today about being under pressure. So what do I have up here on the table?
A basketball.
Right, what else?
A soccer ball. Football. Ping pong.
No.
It's a golf ball. Oh, golf.
Yes.
Lacrosse ball.
Yes.
What a beast.
Tennis ball.
Good.
Football.
That's a baseball. Spike ball.
Spike ball.
Well,
That's mine.
and
Dodgeball.
dodgeball. Good. Whoa. Whoa. That's the golf ball doesn't want to stay. So, can you find some differences between those balls?
Sizes.
Sizes are different. What are some other differences? Shape different.
Weight.
Weight could be different. What else? What's the difference between this and this? Size. What else? Color. Good. How about the materials that it's made out of? Are those different?
Yes.
How about how high this one bounces compared to how this one bounces? Different?
Yeah.
So you guys all agree the balls are somewhat different.
Yes, the color too.
Let me ask you a question. Are any of you different from each other? Right? So some of you are different. Good. Now let me ask you a question. Can we find any commonalities or similarities between the balls? What's similar? What do you think? Give me some similarities between any of the balls that we just went over today. What might be a similarity? Some that are round. What else?
They all bounce.
They all bounce.
Yeah.
Well, that one doesn't bounce quite as good.
Oh, but.
How about these two? What's the difference between these two and between this one?
That one's a hollow.
This one's hollow, filled with?
Air.
These are filled with?
Stuff.
Rubber or material. This ball's solid, this ball's solid, and if you've ever seen a golf ball ripped apart or cut in half, sometimes they're wound, and other times it's just a rubber core. So it's a very, like a solid, it would actually be like this. You see how this is solid? Imagine a mini version of this is what's in the golf ball. Everybody see that? Okay, good. All right, which one do you identify with the most? So I got a lot of different kinds up here. Soccer ball, football, tennis. Think about which one you might identify with the most. You don't have to answer right now, but I just want you in your minds, I want you to think about, hey, I identify with that one the most. You know what? Maybe I play soccer and I really like soccer ball. Or, hey, I like the color green and I kind of like that felty feeling. So tennis balls are kind of what I like. What is the definition of stress? Who knows what the definition of stress is? What is the definition of stress? How do you guys find out answers in today's world?
Google.
Alexa! Siri! Alexa! Siri!
What?
Isn't that how you guys find out answers in today's world? Well, so if I ask Siri what the definition of stress is, what would Siri tell me?
Stress.
No, stress
To be
isn't stress. It
stressed.
can't be the
To be
definition.
stressed.
It's got to be other words. It's got to be other adjectives or verbs to describe it. What do you think?
Hey Siri.
An object under pressure or tension. Stress is a material object placed under pressure or tension. Now let's talk about this from your emotional health. What do I have in my hand?
Scissors. Oh, no.
Let's say you're walking down the hallway. A couple people standing by their locker. You walk down, and all of a sudden you hear some snickering, people talking like this, people saying some things, and you hear a comment that's not very nice.
Bullying.
What does that feel like?
Sadness.
Feel like a cut? Right? Okay? So I could cut this tennis ball with the scissors, maybe not see visual damage. How about if I cut this ball with the scissors? What would happen? I could pop. How about if something on the lacrosse ball?
Oh, there's rubber in that.
It's not gonna.
What's going to happen there?
Need more.
It's going to leave a scar?
Yeah, it'll rip it.
So it'll have a scar. Eventually, if it continues to cut and cut and cut and cut, what's eventually going to happen? Even though this ball is very strong, very dense, very durable, very resilient, eventually what will happen?
It'll rip.
It will break down,
Yes.
right? How about something pretty traumatic? Some piercing event. If I take this scissors, can I pierce through this ball?
Yes.
Yes.
Do what you want.
If I deflate it, will it recover?
No.
No.
Some duct tape.
Resiliency not quite as good, yes
Yeah.
or no?
No.
Okay. So how do you handle pressure and tension in your life? Which one can you identify with? Your assignment today, you're going to work in small groups. You're going to identify a ball that you already chose, which one you identify with the most. What I'd like you to do is think about how you relate, which ball you related to, and how you can create and take aspects of other balls to help build your health and wellness of how you will be more resilient. How can you be more resilient? What ball, what characteristics from each one of these or any of these will you take and why? Okay, that's what we're going to do right now. You're going to get into your groups. I'm going to break you out. You have 30 minutes to answer that question. You will have a spokesman for your group. Okay? All right, let's get started.